Okay, in today's video, I'm just gonna talk about my recent discussion with a regular na commenter dito sa channel. It's gonna be a good opportunity for us to have a discussion, not just between atheists but between theists as well. Ang nangyari kasi sa discussion is napaamin niya ako na hindi pala talaga ako atheist and isa pala talaga akong Muslim na nagpapanggap lang na atheist. So for now, I'm going to rename this channel. I am no longer John the Atheist. I am now John the Muslim. So please refer to me as John the Muslim from this point on. Kasi eto yung nangyari kasi. When we were talking, he was able to educate me na I was wrong in my understanding of what atheism is. Sabi niya, atheism daw is a religion. So sabi ko naman na, hey, eto yung definition ng religion, di ba? Religion believes in a higher power. Meron kayong community. There's like a common na moral na tinuturo sa church, na merong pari, merong representative. It's an organization. It has a structure. And it has history of why you have that kind of belief. And sinabi ko yun sa kanya, pero sabi niya, no, you're using faith. That's not the definition of religion. The fact that you're using faith, you are in a religion. So, akala ko, I'm using critical thinking to arrive at a conclusion na hindi na ako naniniwala sa Diyos. So, I'm using faith pala. So, marami na akong natutunan. Atheism is a religion. Number 2, I am using faith. And pangatlo is, I am absurd and stupid for believing that there are no gods out there. So yun. That's the reason why I can't be an atheist anymore. It doesn't describe me. Okay? It doesn't describe me as an individual. So I don't think I am in a religion. I don't think I'm using faith. But to be honest, although I say that faith is not a good path to truth, I always say na doesn't mean I don't use it. Sometimes if you need to make decisions, like you'll die if you jump this very high na falls, you'd jump despite all the evidence. That's leap of faith, right? Physical na mga decisions because you have no time to react. So as much as possible, I don't want to put myself in that kind of situation where I have to use faith, but I know that a lot of my decisions are based on sometimes faith. And does that mean I am inconsistent? No, it's just the reality. No, we can't always buy time to be critical. So that's just the reality. So I'm saying now na I can sometimes use faith and the result is not always good. No, so that's why I avoid situations where I'll be forced to use faith. I want to use critical thinking all the time because critical thinking produces better results. No, but turns out atheism is not critical thinking. It's just basically faith. So yep, I can't be in a religion and using faith at the same time if that's the definition pala of atheism. Okay? So let's establish that I am now a Muslim because I am a Muslim because I think I am a Muslim because I think it's true. I feel that it is true, and partida dito ako sa Pilipinas na majority ang Christians. Hindi ako na-indoktrina para maging Kristiyano. I use my critical thinking skills para maging Muslim, 'di ba? So sabi pa nga niya doon sa conversation na isa lang daw nakakita kay Allah, si Muhammad lang. Who cares? Even if no one sees him, there is a Quran. It's true. So atheists out there, let's just all be Muslims kasi eto naman talaga yung kagustuhan natin Gusto lang naman natin kontrahin ang Kristyanismo Yun naman talaga yung pinaka goal natin awayin ang Kristiyano, hindi sila bigyan ng rights, i-push ang atheism sa mundo, 'di ba? So since atheism is cancelled now, let's just be all Muslims to piss the Christians off. 'Di ba? But kidding aside, ganito dapat siguro as a lesson na lang, let's not lose hope in debunking people of what they believe. My channel, again, I will say this again, my channel will not be the beacon for promoting atheism. It wasn't the purpose to begin with. My channel is just here to debunk weird labels against us. That we are here to promote evil, we are here to contradict science and contradict religion and Christianity. I'm just here to debunk that, no? Kasi hindi yan totoo. Ang totoo is I am an atheist and I label myself as such. To give you story na lang, ikaw, Vanessa C, na nag-comment, I was really having a hard time to label myself as an atheist. Nakakatakot. If you are a former Christian, that's the ultimate sin of suddenly not believing. You were not allowed to doubt. I mean, you are allowed to doubt, but you will be condemned for doubting. So, it's me using my brains, trying to not doubt, but at the same time being fearful of doubting na naman. So it's a cycle, it's a violent cycle na kailangan mo ng strength and courage to finally say that you are. So ang hirap. Ang isa pa na nahirapan ako mag-transition from being just confused to saying that I am now an atheist is maraming misconception sa atheism. Ang alam ko dati is atheism is a belief that there are no gods. Again, I will say that atheism is a belief that there are no gods. You can even go Google it, and that's the definition. That is why I can't transition. The reason is I have no evidence that there are no gods. Let me repeat. I have no evidence that there are no gods. There could be a God out there. There could be. I don't know. What I'm sure is this God, this Christian God, I can definitely say is false. Why? Because it has consistently failed to prove itself. Ilang years na siyang nag-exist. And it's continuing to fail. Heliocentrism. Ano yung idea natin before? Nas tayo ang sentro, ang earth ang center, and the rest is just revolving around us. It was the church who barred scientific discovery na sun ang sentro ng solar system. Diba? It's not coinciding with what we observe in reality. Creationism, galing yan sa Christianismo, and evolution is debunking that kind of idea. There was no great flood, 'di ba? So ang daming sinabi na wala akong choice but to say na you're crap. You're just inventing stuff. It just so happens na you were politically used on a time na you are useful. You are no longer useful now. That we already have tools to understand what a cloud is, how the planets move, and you are no longer useful. So there could be a God out there. You were unsuccessful in showing to us a God. So I can say that you do not exist. You are believing in a lie. But do I promote that in my channel? No. Because I know it will hurt people. I know na it will give comfort to people. The religion gives comfort. Even if it is a lie, I know it is. Even if it is, it gives comfort to people. That is why I don't go out and say na dapat ipasara na lahat ng mga churches. No, I love people na religious. They have values that I appreciate. And they have trainings and disciplines that I also admire. Kasi hindi mo naman mahuhugot ang Christian value sa Islam value, 'di ba? Hindi mo naman mahuhugot ang Islam value sa Christian value. You have different flavors of how you do with your lives. You have different takes on how to live one's lives. That is why I don't want to meddle with that. I don't want you to be hurt. And that is why I don't talk about it in my channel. And you, Vanessa C, is forcing me to be that kind of person when in reality I do not want to. I don't want to talk about your Bible. I don't want to say that your Bible is false. I don't want to say that you are believing in a lie. I just want to say that, hey, we are not demons. We are not in a religion. We are not using faith. Leave us be. Just let us be. Just let us, like how you leave the Muslims alone. They have already decided to live their lives as a Muslim. Are you meddling with their lives? You are. Because you think I am still undecided. I am no longer undecided. I am already using tools that I no longer I have already I no longer use the same tools that I used before to arrive at true things. I'm using new tools now. 'Di ba? I have a better understanding now with reality. I am sure I still have a lot of things to learn, but I have a better understanding now na our reality pala is very deterministic, na when you throw a ball, hindi ito biglang mawawala magically. It will land on the ground. Diba? It's very deterministic. It operates in a locality na views. Kay Einstein, you can watch my previous video. I was talking about it. I was talking about physics and quantum physics in my last video. But I understand now na there are debates na can never be proven to be true or false. Is there a God? Are there no gods? That can't be proven because there's no God that will be able to go down here to confirm that He exists. 'Di ba? Kasi ang definition nga ng God is beyond space and beyond time, and it's not, and when you see His full glory you will die. Then it's not observable pala. We can't detect a God pala. So I have I don't deal with that kind of debate. I only want to deal in debates that we can confirm that it is true or confirm that it is false. In the comment section, what you're saying is, can you prove that atheism is false? Can you prove that you are using your own logic? Man, what the fuck are those? I don't have to prove anything to you. I just have to make sure na when I cross a busy highway, I will die. That's what matters in this world. If you jump off a high building, you will fucking die. You won't be suddenly alive just because you have this kind of magical belief. This is our reality. When you believe that there is a God, you can be successful or you can be the poorest person in the world, or you can be the dumbest atheist. And you're also the most successful, or you're not. You'll die. Walang tawag dito. Walang tawag. There are things that can be proven. There are things that can't be proven. I only want to talk about things that can. Because walang katapusan kung hindi natin mapuprove. All we have are just intellectual masturbations. Sinong pinaka magaling makipag-argue na totoo talaga ang Diyos, or sinong magaling makipag-argue na hindi totoo ang Diyos? Because I don't want to deal with that kind of debates, man. You can debate that. I want to debate about whether or not you'll survive if you cross a street. Because it's concrete, it's deterministic, and I can know for sure that you will. Diba? So I don't understand why theists go to my channel and try to disprove atheism, try to say that I am wrong. I do not understand that. Siguro ang hindi ko maintindihan is why do you try to prove that your God exists in a way, in a very different way. I do not understand why you have to go through this lens to say that I am absurd, to say that atheism is a religion, that I am using faith to prove that your God is true. To go into this mental gymnastics na can you prove your brain, can you prove that do you have a belief, you believe in atheism. You go through this lens to express that I am wrong, that I am absurd. What does that achieve? Were you able to successfully then prove that your God exists? Diba, you just prove that I am absurd. So what? I am absurd. I am in a religious cult. I am no longer an atheist. That's why I'm trolling at the end of the conversation. Because there's no point in you disproving me. You're just actually masturbating the idea of you defeating me. But were you able to showcase your God? Were you able to demonstrate your God? Were you able to showcase that Islam is false and Christianity is true? Because that's the conversation that we should all be having. Not belittling atheists, not calling them names, and not making descriptions up that you want to be the authority of that description. There was this instance din kasi na sinabi ko na atheism is just a non-belief. It is not a belief that there are no gods. Pero sabi niya, go read a philosophy book. Sabi doon na ang original na definition ng atheism is the belief that there are no gods. And sinabi ko naman na I don't have to follow the original description. I can create a description that's widely accepted already. That's widely accepted already. Let me repeat that. Widely accepted already. You can ask Matt Dillahunty, rationality rules, sino pa? Cosmic skeptic, genetically modified skeptic, the atheist experience na mga panels, all of them will say that they just don't believe that a God does exist. No one will say that they believe that gods don't exist. I know one. Christopher Hitchens is a strong atheist. Richard Dawkins, you can hear him say that he believes that there are no gods. I can't do that. They might have proof that there really is no God. I don't. I personally don't. There could be a God. Your God is not it. Your Christian God is not it. Again, let me repeat, because you were not able to successfully demonstrate that to atheists like me. To Muslims, you were not able to successfully demonstrate that. To other religions. That is why you are a religion. You believe. And now, ano ang napulot natin na lesson dito? Atheists, please be more patient in still trying to debunk the wrong ideas about us. Tell them that it's not a religion because it's not a religion. By definition, we are not a religion. It is just a label we label ourselves with. Kasi that's the label. We don't have a worldview. We will siguro may worldview na madedevelop tayo as an atheist. Like siguro I would assume that we are liberally inclined, liberally in terms of politics, like we fight for equal rights, gender equality, women's rights, we fight for abortion, we fight for same-sex marriage, right? And we are against, for example, extrajudicial killing. I would assume that atheists are like that, but not all, diba? Kasi we are heavily influenced with very conservative views, and I know a lot of atheists that are conservative leaning, diba? Hindi sila sang-ayon sa same-sex marriage, hindi sila sang-ayon sa divorce, hindi sila sang-ayon sa women's rights kasi it's sexism, it should daw be equal. So you see, we develop worldviews based on what we label ourselves with. You are atheist, you develop worldviews as well. Ang worldview mo naman is Christian leaning. Diba? Your Christianity is true, the rest of the world is wrong with their religions. That's your worldview. My worldview naman is all of you are wrong. We are all wrong in this world and we are trying to figure out what's right. That's my worldview. And we are unlearning false teachings we learned in the past, and we're just trying to survive in this world. We're just passing by, and we pass by in this world na hindi tayo nakakasakit ng kapwa as much as possible. We want to leave this planet na konti lang yung basura na tinapon natin. Or some of us are extreme like me. I don't want to procreate because I think I'm just hindi deserving ang bata sa mundong na ganito kabaliw, sa ganito ka problematic. And I'm just saying that because I am not in a position that's better. I live in the Philippines. The government here is crap. Our economy is sliding down, and I don't want to bring forth children in this world na nahihirap, naka-hard mode na nga yung life ko, magiging hard mode pa yung life nila. Of course, you can always argue na dyan. You are in a better position than me. You have a job, you have good salary, and you can still say that, but nope. I have a lot of reasons. My mental state is not ready yet to be patient with a kid. My financial is not ready. I would rather spend this money in something else, in something that's gonna help others and gonna help me or whatever. Yun. So yeah, again, lesson, let's be more patient. Let's still debunk. But if wala talagang patutunguhan, kagaya ng nangyari sa amin ni Vanessa, na pinilit talaga niya na it's a religion, I'm using faith, then you have no choice but to concede, no? Just give them that. Because at the end of the day, wala namang Diyos na na-prove. Diba? Atheist ka pa naman din. Hindi ka naman suddenly naging Jesus believer just because you are absurd. Just because someone says that you are absurd. Just because someone said na you are in a religion. Nothing has changed. You know you are correct. Then that person is wrong. He is just being hard-headed, and he is just distracting from what the topic should really be. Is there a God? And if there is, prove to me that God exists. Because nothing you say against me will prove that your God exists. I am absurd. I am in a religious cult. I use faith. But does that mean your God exists?